everybody, and welcome back to the partially done now house with something to hide. And we have found the hidden thing, and it was an amazing painting that was worth a lot of money. I was going to leave it there, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll sell these things because the people don't want expensive things in their house. And the TV is back to front, I've just realised. Scroll you around. We don't want back to front TVs in our house. There we are, that's better. Oh, dearie me. I've got this lovely basement, so we need to possibly refloor these stairs and make them nicer, make the basement look nice. We made the, is it a Monet? I can't remember, the expensive painting room into a baby's room. And we've made this room here into a room for the adults to sleep. So basically the adults can sleep and have like the baby nearby. I was thinking that would be really nice. And then they've basically got a little sort of ensuite bathroom there. Unfortunately, it's a washer that goes in here, but there's not a lot I can do about that. We've got a few electrical sockets that seem to be working fine. Put in a few lights and light switches, although I might need to put a bit more light into this room here. So that's how far we've got so far. I'm going to have a quick look. I am trying to make this for the sloth family. Sorry, the smoth family. So they want 2 bedrooms. They want a nice kitchen to cook for the whole family. I'm thinking actually if I put a cooker gas plate on, that might make them feel a bit better. A 4-burner gas stove. Maybe they would like that in their kitchen. Does it go that way around? No, I think it goes this way around. My one in my kitchen goes that way around, I think. So we'll do that for theirs. So pop it about there, I think. And I'm thinking I could even put a little cooker hood in and stuff. Could we move it a little bit along this way? Maybe a little bit along this way. Yeah, see? They're liking that now because they can cook. They couldn't cook before, so that was the problem. Right, so let's get them a cooker hood for the kitchen, because the kitchen's important to them, clearly. So I'll pop that like there, so it's right above their little grill there. That looks a really, really cool little kitchen. Might put some curtains in even. They've got a nice dining room table there. And then in here they've got a lovely living room. Except none of it's really very lovely yet because I haven't painted anything. But they're up at the top now, so that's great. So just check that is them. The woman with, yeah, it's the Smoth family. So they are liking this now. They just needed somewhere better to cook. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is good. I might need to find some more chairs. I may have to sell these ones if I can't find a matching one, and then just buy a set of 4 because I want to. I'm not going to refloor it. I was going to possibly, but I'm not going to now. I'm going to actually paint the kitchen a terracotta feature wall. Feature walls. Someone was saying, I'm really unimpressed that you didn't put a purple feature wall in your bathroom in the office. It's like, you know me too well. So, paint. For the sort of terracotta one, I think is either the fiery orange, or it's actually, I think, laughing strawberry. I think laughing strawberry is the closest to terracotta, but we will find out because I've never used this paint before. But I think that would look good in a kitchen. See how it looks. It's too red, I think. So I'm gonna go with fiery orange. That may be more what I'm looking for. So let's have a look at this and see how that compares. This is me doing my paint testers, you see. Yes, I think that has a more terracotta-y look to it. None of them quite there really, actually, but I think the orange is slightly more there, so we're going to go with that. The family haven't said that they're particularly wanting a particular look, so I'm just going to go with this. It's quite modern, quite cool. And then probably once we've got such a strong colour there, I might do this wall and this wall in the same colour possibly, and then have the sides in white. Again, making the longest rooms of the house, sorry, the shorter walls at the end of the oblong to bring them in. They're in the darker colour and then a really light colour in between, and it probably will be white this time. I know I did like an orange and a yellow before, but I don't think for this house that would be quite right. This is a house for a young couple in their early 30s that are looking to have a baby. I will do the windowsill in orange as well. Aha, I managed to do the whole thing in one. That's good. Come here, paint. I use a lot less paint nowadays. I am a practiced painter. Okay, windowsill is done. So that's that whole wall done. And it looks really nice, actually, I think, against that. It's really bringing the room together. Against that sink there. We'll probably put white curtains in. And I'm going to then... I will do this wall in the orange. And I will do the very end wall in the orange. And it's going to look quite nice, I think. See, there's no harm in using bright colours, but I think when you do, you need to make sure you tone it down a bit as well. So you need to be sparing. I had some compliments on in the comments, so thank you to people that have been saying that they enjoy the fact that I use bright colours. I hope I use them in a, I think it's in a tasteful way, but I hope you guys agree. It's got this lovely orangey look to the kitchen. I'm finding it hard to find a use for this space here. Not sure what to do there. We've got yellow going on in here, so we could carry on with the orange theme, or we could even go with like a pale blue. Oh yeah, why don't we do the whole thing here in like a pastel blue? And it'd be really different to the kitchen then. Because the kitchen is very like in your face and bright. But then I think it would be really nice to have something else that's like just a little bit nicer. And then I think I'll use like a pastel lemon for the baby room because I don't know the gender. So I like a yellow baby's room when you don't know the gender. It's like the gender neutral baby room. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. This is going to look beautiful. Like I say, I reckon a lot of people with this house, when they find the secret, would be very, very tempted just to take that and flip the house. But I'm going to see how much money I can make out of it. Although honestly, I imagine that the people with kids will probably going to have less money than the people like the interior designer and stuff like that. Now, have I missed? No, I've done all the windowsill. That's great. I should refill the paint roller. So all we're doing now is like we did actually a lot of the decision making on the house last episode. So at this point, we're really just filling in a few little bits and pieces and doing a lot of the painting, but the painting is really bringing the whole house together so much more. I ran out of paint here. I don't know if anyone could hear that. Avak was just sneezing in the distance. His allergies are playing up. Something chronic today. They are really bad, bless him. There's a storm coming in. I don't know if that affects allergies or not. Oh, I would live in this house. I would so live in this house. I always move the paint roller too much. I know this. Okay, so we've done that much. I think we do need to now sell the mandarin paint and get rid of that paint and get a new paint of white. I might get away with one. I may have to get a second. But I think this is a lovely little, like, sort of modern family kitchen. With a nice dining table. Like I say, I think the chairs could maybe do with a little bit of revamping. I do feel like this down here is very much wasted space, but I'm going to put some bookshelves there because they said they wanted smart kids or something. Oh, I do like that. Oh, we did a good one there. We've got half the wall done. Very nice. Okay, one more paint refill and we are good. Yeah, we're using a lot less paint nowadays, definitely. And that's my last wall in here. Lovely, modern, beautiful looking kitchen sort of area. Then we've got this room, which I said I am going to try and paint a little sort of pastel blue. I hope this works. If not, I am willing to repaint the whole thing. Sky blue. Do we have any pastels? Ice blue. That's way too much. Navy, indigo, amaranth. Royal blue, grey, sky blue. Okay, these colours are very, very bright. Right, I'm going to try sky blue and we'll see what it's like. If it's a bit too much, that looks like a sort of tealy colour. Is that going to go with that sofa? Not sure. Again, it might just have to go on the end walls. I'm going to actually go with a different blue. Maybe even a royal blue. We could go with indigo. That would be very... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with Azure Bliss. And I'm going to do that and white. And we're going to carry on with this really bright theme. And see how that looks. So again, it'll go on this wall, and this wall. And we'll have the rest in white. Well, that's bright. That is very bright. It looks really vibrant though, doesn't it? Like, especially with the orange in the other room, I think it's actually quite cool. It's got that blue. That blue, it looks amazing against the sofa, doesn't it? Wow. So we've got these 3 patches here that I want to do. And then just the end wall here as well. I'll do the whole thing. Including that little doohickey there. So we'll just do the whole bit along here in this blue. And then we'll have white. So that's very much the theme of the house is a very dark colour. or a very bright colour with white walls in between. I'm actually pleased that I made this into a living room rather than just going with the suggestion of what it should be. Because the suggestion was very much like, oh yeah, it should be this, it should be a bedroom. And then you've got all this space downstairs. And I'm like, well, why don't we upside down the house? Because basically you've got a basement. So why don't we put the bedrooms in the basement? So we've got this room here. We're going into this room here. Lots of very bright colours, but we're going to pull them together. And all of the curtains and furnishings are going to be in white. So I'm going to make sure that there's enough to lift it. Because no one wants to have like super bright colours everywhere, making them look like they live in some sort of clown house, you know? Now these guys seem to be very into bookshelves, but not very into like paintings or anything like that, so I'm not going to bother about paintings. I will fix the radiator though. I'll go around and do all the fittings, because that's just like basic doing the house, isn't it? And I will check, we haven't checked for whether we've cleaned windows and things like that. That's another thing to do. And I will go around and check all the windows for proper painting, although it looks like these windows have already been painted inside, look. Which is pretty handy. In exactly the right colour as well. Now I did say I was going to do white curtains, however, white curtains against the white wall might be a bit weird because we've painted white the wall where the windows are sitting. So I'm kind of thinking I might want to see if I can get some sort of royal blue curtain. If not, I'll put blinds in. Because that will just fix everything. Let's buy a radiator and mount it there then, shall we? Before I forget. Oh, darn it. Doesn't fit. Okay, so I'm going to need to just move the couch a little. A little smidgy bit. And then we'll move it back once we put the radiator in. Okay, let's assemble you. I'm gonna have to like cool down my room or something after this because it's actually getting quite a little bit laggy, isn't it? Which I haven't had too much of a problem with before, but it's the warmest day we've had so far this year. It's like 20 degrees outside. So I may need to start like opening my window a little bit more and stuff like that. Yeah, that like centers the couch, but then the couch is like yeah, and if I knock that wall through, then I would have trouble with the bathroom, so I think the couch may have to not be centered. We'll see. Okay, so let's have a look at curtain. No, let's actually finish painting because we haven't actually done this side, I just realised. I like this style though, I do. I think it's cool. I'm very happy with it. How long have we been doing this house for now? So we've been going for like 20 minutes plus 47 minutes last time. So we've been working on this for about an hour now. Yeah. That's what this room looks like. I am very bold with colour choices. I definitely am. I don't know whether I would be as bold in my own house. Or I'd be just like, yeah, let's just paint everything white in here, because then we can just do what we want with other colours of decorations and things. I really don't know. But I never go, like, I've seen some people and they do like full-on purple rooms and things like that. I never go full-on anything. I always try to make it nice. Okay, so we've got loads of room in here for bookshelves and things. Which is definitely something that these guys want. And I've missed a couple of just wee spots up here, look. Is that it all done? That looks like it's all done. That looks like a lovely family room. So I'm very happy with that. I'll just sell that paint. May as well. Okay, so we've got this lovely room here. We've got a lovely room here. And we've got this bathroom that looks an absolute state. So we've changed everything up in the bathroom. We've made it all nice. We haven't cleaned the window in here. I'm going to start going around and cleaning windows, actually. Possibly changing out all these lights. Do you know what it might actually be? I've turned on every light in the house. And I've noticed that some people saying that they struggle a bit with the lights all being on. So I'm going to turn all the lights off and see if that helps. Are the lights on in here? No, they're not. So I'll maybe only just turn on the lights in the rooms that I'm in. Which is good for power anyway. So still got to do all the stuff down in the basement. But I've turned on like every light. And I think the lights are causing issues with things being a bit stuttery. So turn them all off down here. That one's off as well. For some reason, the basement... Yeah, the basement is lit, even though it's like daytime. It's very strange. Do you know what I think I'm going to do here? I'm going to put a rug underneath the table because I can't see the table properly. It's got to be rugs, right? I'm sure I've seen them. Cutting board, welcome mat. Shelves, vases, whiteboard. Cool. Carpets. Oh yeah, look, we've got some rugs under carpet. So I want something like, I don't know how big it's going to be, but that hempen carpet or the yellow carpet there. How big is the hempen carpet? It's teeny tiny. I need a bigger one than that. And I need it to be quite neutral. Cream, red, green, or beige. No, cream, I think. See how big you are. Oh, that's the one. That's totally the one. That needs to go underneath my table. I basically need to be on top of the table to get it right. There. Rug under the table, you can actually see the bits and pieces. So I'm also thinking I need that fourth chair because I know that could be space for a high chair, but still I don't like that being incomplete. So let's see if we can find the same one. So it's chair Elan in black. Turn that around and pop that down there. I'm not sure it would be my choice to have all the chairs black like that, but I think that that looks okay. And it at least gives it a little bit of oomph underneath it by having that rug there. I definitely think that's a good choice. However, the rug needs to just very slightly be moved. Why is it whenever I want to very slightly move something, it always moves like a million miles? No. Trying to really precisely position this. There, that's a bit better. Still very slightly off, but that's cool. Okay. Next thing I think I want in here is, I want the curtains. I want to see how a white curtain does against the white. I think it needs to be the narrow curtains in white. I could do orange and white. I could do that. I could do complementary colours, which would be quite interesting. Now, why won't you go? What's in your way? Sink taps. I bet it's the sink taps. There's nothing in the way of that. So how about we have an orange curtain over here and a blind over here? Because I can't change that. I can't change where the sink is, I don't think. I don't think I can. No, it's all part of the same thing. So we definitely need a blind here. So I will just put a blind in, it's fine. Oh no, we've got to clean the window as well. I'll quickly do that first and then assemble the blind, because otherwise it'll be a nightmare to clean, won't it? You clean yet? Yes. So let's assemble the blind. Pop you down. Yeah, so I've got a nice blind there, and I'm going to try. I'll clean the window first as well. I'll try and put in an orange curtain and see how that looks. I don't know whether I should put a blind in though, because it's still... No, I'm going to put a blind in. I'm going to be a wimp. I love that you can open and close all the windows and stuff. So I feel like this corner is still part of the kitchen area, you know, part of the kitchen dining area. So I've got blinds in there. I will, however, be putting curtains in here. I know I can get them around a radiator if they're short curtains, so... And I think I'm going to try and get blue curtains. Okay, I'll clean this one. So this is most of the living space is going to be done very soon. As I say, I want to put some bookshelves in as well, just so, because the particular family I'm aiming for really like a good bookshelf. I kind of feel like that TV stand doesn't quite go at the moment. So let's see what blues we've got. We've got magenta. That's not blue, by the way. We've got blue. Looks like a baby blue. Cyan. No, I need to see what cyan looks like, which is nowhere near. Silk red. Blue that doesn't go. Gold flowers. Let's say yellow. Yellow might be alright. Orange would be too much, I think. Brown would go. Crazily. Brown stripes might go. Gold flowers, probably not. Grey flowers, probably not. Grill, no, that wouldn't go at all. So yeah, I think orange would be a bit over the top, but I actually think that brown stripe might go quite nicely in here. It might make it look quite nice and sunny. Oh, come on. No curtains in here either. Is that because of the sofa? Should we try and move the sofa? I bet it's because of the sofa. So let's move it out of the way and see if we can then put a curtain in. Yes, we can. You just got to always be looking for what's causing the curtain to not go in properly. I love these curtain poles that they've got in this game. I think they are so nice. They go nicely with the walls, and I think they'll go nicely with the sofa. They're very cheerful, but they're not over the top. And because they're patterned, whereas everything else is very block colours, I think it kind of lifts the whole like primary colour, big blocky colours thing going on. So having a little bit of pattern helps with that, I think. Now let's move the sofa as far back as we can now. Just needed to come a little bit forward. And then we've got a lovely looking sitting room here. I may change the lights. That's going to probably be that, and putting in a bookshelf or two to the side is going to be what I'm going to finish with in here. So we may as well do that now. So I am actually thinking the limb bookcases in white and steel, I think. one there. I think one... I'm thinking one across here, but I'm actually thinking maybe to go with like a cube storage instead. So the Cali or Cal or whatever it's called. On with limb there, and on this side, Cal. And again in white because that's against the blue wall. So hopefully they'll pay me more for having all these bookshelves in the room. So this is the living room. We come in, we've got bookshelves, we've got another bookshelf here. I could put little things on top of it, things on the windowsills, all that sort of thing. But at the moment, I think I'll leave that to them. I could have even had something bigger in there than that, you know that. Bigger and taller. That looks awful. It's hard to know what to do. So you don't have that much choice. I could have had a then horizontal bookcase. They look quite nice in white as well against the blue there for a TV stand. That would have looked quite good. I could maybe even have got two of these next to each other, but I'm going to leave it as it is because I've spent a lot of time in here. And I want to do the bathroom. Now, bathroom. I'm kind of thinking neutral tones in here, actually. It's probably going to be tiles again. I could paint the back wall because the back wall doesn't have any, as I say, any sort of appliances. So it would need to be tiled along here and here, but I think the rest could be painted white. I think that would be quite nice. So I'm going to get the paint first, and I'll paint it, and then I'll think about what I'm going to do for the floor and the wall tiles. Okay, so painting in white. This is a very bright house. It's really like, I like it. I would live here. It's a lot quicker to paint as well, so that's something that really does factor in when I'm making these decisions. So that wall and that wall I want to just be tiles. So I'm going to just keep going with the paint on the other walls. Probably all the way to there in white actually. And then put these into it like some sort of tile. I could go with quite a bright tile and then go with like quite a neutral floor. All my paint done. That's all my paint done. Oh no, it's not. Look at this one hiding. I really hate that horrible scruffy tiling. It's ugh. And I know I do keep like selling paint and not moving it, but I'd rather just get it again when I need it. So I'm gonna go with quite a neutral floor. Ceramic grey squares. You look very nice. Let's pop you down in the bathroom then. Starting here, going all the way up to here. So this is very neutral. Technically speaking, that's the door frame, so we don't need to worry too much about that. And then the rest I'm going to need to then do as floor tiles. So wall tiles. So what are we going to have for our wall panels? Wall tiles, sorry. We could have something quite nice, like a green or a blue. Something quite a strong colour. I'm going to go with blue. Let's have a blue wall in here. So let's switch to tiling and paneling, and we're just going to put in all these blue walls. Now I'm quite quick at this now, look. My tiling is super quick, which I am super happy about. Now I might put the light on in here because it is getting dark. Now I do know that that causes problems sometimes. And it looks like the window in here is nice and clean for once. I don't know if I actually came in and cleaned it. I probably did actually. So this is a nice way to avoid having to put too many tiles into a bathroom. You just paint the bits that aren't going to be up against a shower or a toilet or a bath, and you tile everything else. Another thing that I've seen people do is to tile the bottom half of the bathroom, which is going to be along the sink and the toilet and everything like that. And then you get to the shower, and you just tile all the way up, and then you go around like that. But there's no kind of ability to do that in this game. You can't do like half a wall, which is actually quite a common interior design thing to do. So I would have thought that it would be something you could maybe do. But that's maybe, again, something that the devs could look at patching in at a later date. Yeah, I'm getting much quicker at doing these houses. Although, as I say, I'm doing a really nice job on this one. Possibly nicer than I need to do. I would like this bathroom. I would like this whole house, actually. So we're just onto this back wall now. So once that is all done, I'm just going to get random with it. Sometimes I just like to be random. Do random bits of the wall instead of going in order, because that's the Sheilab way. Sheilabs do not do things in order. This is the way Sheilab makes boring tasks more interesting, by doing them out of order. She doesn't even know why this makes them more interesting, but she knows that it does. Could put a little mirror in here, but that would be spending money. I don't know. Again, you know, you got to be careful with these things. So I think in here you could do curtains, but I'm kind of thinking a blind actually, because I like a blind in the bathroom. I don't know, I just somehow think it is a bit more fitting. I mean, there could be like the ability to put curtains and blinds in. Some people have that, you know, they have blinds and then they have curtains over the blinds. Or they have net curtains. That's something we don't have in this game. Net curtains. Okay, I'm happy with this bathroom. Now the bathroom downstairs seems to have a decent floor to it. So again, I'm going to keep that. So I'm liking this. This sort of orangey look in here. We've got the blues in here. The blues are quite strong. I almost think we could maybe have toned that down a little bit. This room could be a bit more toned down. Possibly by making this wall white as you come in, so that you see the blue and then you see the blue there, and the blue there could possibly be white as well. I think the colours may be a bit strong for how much I've done, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm going to start doing the downstairs now. So I'm actually going to start by painting. Now, can we tile these stairs is the first thing I want to ask. We put a floor tile down here, so maybe we could have like a laminate or something rather than the tile we've got, make it look a little bit more homely, or even a carpet. So let's have a look, because the carpets in the carpet section are all rugs, so that could maybe be a little bit more nicely done. So you could do a beige carpet, a blue carpet, like pine laminate. I'm kind of thinking, so I have a pine laminate. Can we put it on these stairs? No, it looks like the stairs are completely out of bounds there. So we could put down like a nice pine laminate. Keep things really light down here because it's a basement, and I always worry with like a basement or something like that that it's going to be very dark. So I'm thinking that to have a light wood in here all the way through, except for the bathroom, would be really nice. And I'm going to change the bathroom floor, maybe to even match the one upstairs. Actually, I'm going to do this. So we've got the stairs coming down into this room, but the room looks really nice. Now, did I want to close this in and have a door here? It's a very... I suppose you effectively have a door here into the whole space, so maybe not, maybe not. Definitely thinking for paint here that I might even do the whole thing white. However, I have done quite a light floor, so we could get away with some colour. What do you guys think? Definitely not going to be anything like moody cobalt or anything like that. We could do a sleepy blue, because it's sleepy. Sunny yellow, no. Yellows are going to be too much like the laminate. So the baby's room I might do like a sunny orange or something like that. But the adult's room I think I'm going to do... So I'm going to use the sky blue, I think. I actually think that's quite a nice colour. It's quite... So I'm going to paint all this brick wall into a nice sky blue. Oh yeah, I think that's neutral enough. Now then, we've got to think about where this is going to end. And I'm thinking that I'll paint everything but the hallway. It's a bit of a weird thing having the electric box in this room. However, I did have... once I had a circuit breaker box actually in a bedroom wardrobe, of all places. So it's not completely without precedent in my life. Yeah, I like this. The sky blue is nice. Very unlike me to paint a whole room in a colour. I know this. I think this makes it suddenly look 10 tons better. And as I say, I don't know whether I will either build a wall with a doorway there, or I'll just keep it all open plan and just do the whole like stairwell in this sky blue colour. Just keep it all the same, really. There's not a lot I can do about the staircase because it won't let me make that any different. But not everything has to be feature walls and things. If you've got quite a muted colour, you can get away with having it around the whole room. But it's when I'm using these really super bright colours, I need to be really careful with those. This will go around a whole room, I think. That'll look fine. Especially a room where I've put such a nice light floor down. I think as well, in a basement, having a sky blue kind of reminds you that outside is still there. However, one thing I would say is in real life, if you're kind of making choices about a bedroom colour, blues might not be the best because they kind of keep you awake. Really hoping I can sell this for a good amount of money. How much did I buy it for? 90k. So I could easily get myself up to 200k in this one if I'm lucky. Because even if I sell it for like 10 grand profit, that'll be 200k. So I could make even more than that. We could even be on to the point where we could buy the biggest house in the game, which would be awesome. I ran out of blue paint, guys. Yeah, I am just going to paint the hallway. I don't see any point in closing off parts of the room. Just makes everything look smaller when you close things off, doesn't it? So today we have made the house that is hiding something into an upside down house. All the way around here. Some of you guys probably like the whole brick look, but I do find that it makes a basement very dingy. I think if it was like some big loft apartment and you had massive windows and loads of natural light in, the brick could be a real nice feature. But I think in a basement, it just kind of makes everything look a bit damp and clammy and nasty. Just my opinion on things. Obviously, like, my opinion is completely subjective, and if you happen to live in a basement with brick walls, I'm sure that it's lovely. That's just the impression I get of it, and that's why I want to change it. And also the fact that all of the rooms were brick. It just, rather than looking like a feature that's been done on purpose, it looks just like it's been left. And I imagine that the tenants probably don't like, won't pay as much. So just start up here, I would say. Then I'm going to need to go all the way up into this stairwell and paint all of that blue as well. So the whole thing is going to be this massive swathe of blue. And then, as I say, I think I can get away in the baby's room with doing like a lovely bright orange or something, because it's going to be for a baby. They want it to be bright and pretty. Because they're babies and like everything looks different to a baby. I don't know if any of you know this, but the psychology of actually like the colours that are used in children's programming, for example. A child sees everything a little bit more like dimly than they don't see things as subtly as an adult sees them. So like an adult might see something and think, that looks really nice, but a child would need it to be way brighter to be able to sort of notice it and appreciate it. So it's actually a difference in their brains. Interesting fact of the day from Sheila. And it's kind of the opposite way with flavours, because children are very, very like, they find flavours very strong, whereas an adult might like spicy and very strong flavours because their taste buds have kind of dulled over time. You would think that maybe like an adult would need things to be bright. You know, you'd think it'd be the other way around with the sort of colours that they like, but it seems like you like stronger tastes but less strong colours as you become older. Yeah, so we come into the basement and everything is blue. Sky blue, and it's to make it seem a little bit more like it is outside. Refill my paint roller. It's very unlike me, I know, to have so much in one colour. I didn't want that colour to be white, but I wanted it to be quite a neutral colour, and I didn't want it to be too much of a bright colour, but it needed to be bright enough to not be blending in too much with the laminate. And I like this, I think this is good. Okay, but I'm not going to do anything else in that colour because that's enough blue. Let's get rid of these paint pots. And like I said, I want a really nice sunny orange, so I could do the laughing strawberry actually. Yeah. Or is that too red? Yeah, that's too red for a baby's room actually. Let's not do that. Let's go with sunny orange. Sunny orange. I think we'll get away with that. I think it's bright enough that it won't be too crazy against the laminate. Yeah, this is like this mustard yellow. This is really fashionable at the moment, this colour. All the clothes are in it, and it's terrible because it doesn't suit me. You know when like a colour is really fashionable, but it's not the colour that actually suits you? Will I get away with this for the whole room, or should I do some white walls as well? I'm actually leaning towards white on at least one of the walls. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to paint over these walls to the side because they are very closed in. I'm going to make this back wall a feature wall and the rest is going to be white. I think otherwise the room is going to look tiny. It's a tiny room as it is, that poor baby. But at least it will be, for a newborn, it's really good to have a little tiny room that's like next to mum and dad. I just think that's really, really sweet idea. That's why I liked it, and that's what I thought as soon as I saw this house. I was like, oh, that'd be so amazing for like a master bedroom with a closet. So this house would be really good as well for the guy that wants the clothes storage. You make it into like a walk-in wardrobe for him, with an ensuite bathroom, and then he's got all the living space upstairs. So that's another really cool idea that I really like as well. But you can't redo the houses again, like once you've done them and sold them, that's it. So it's like, oh, but this house would be so perfect for so many different people in so many different ways. Never be scared as well to do something and then change your mind. Because I think this is much better now. Got the baby's room in there, look. Doesn't that look nice? There's not really much room for toys and things like that. I don't think that they're really into toys so much. I think they just wanted a big bedroom. They wanted a room for their baby. They wanted 2 bathrooms because they say they're a big family. Now, this bathroom, we want to put a washing machine in. I'm going to paint all of the walls white. I'm going to get the floor in a neutralish colour, and then I'm going to put green tile on the back wall, I think. So again, we're going to be putting the floor tiles in, very similar. I am going to change the floor. I know I could get away with what's there already, but I know I can do better. So I'm going to have these grey ceramic tiles for our bathroom tiles there. So let's change that a little bit. Then we're going to get some paint. It's going to be white paint. Very boring. There's a similar idea to what I did in the other bathroom. That will be the blue bathroom. This will be the green bathroom. And we will put the washing machine in as well. Painting this white has just showed up all of the washing machine inputs. There's also something else I can put in here. Oh, you know what it is? You can install a sink, a mountable sink. Or you can have a sink like this. So that's interesting. So in some of the places where you can't install... Go back to painting, sorry. Where you can't install a sink, you can put one of those sinks in. It's a bit weird how some of them have to be installed and some of them don't. It's very, very strange. I hope it still counts as a bathroom. I still haven't found a property with a bath in it. I would really enjoy that. So this is the last wall to do with paint, and then we're going to be doing tiles for the rest of it and put the washing machine in. And then I think we're pretty much done with the house. Cool, this has been almost an hour finishing this off as well, so I'm going to just make sure that I've got pretty much everything ready for the people that are going to be moving in. But I really feel that it's time to move on and do something different. So let's get some green tiles out of the store. Some wall tiles, green tiles. By now. There might be the odd thing I've missed, but never mind. Just this nice green backdrop. I might turn the light on in here. I might need to turn a couple of the other lights off though. I mean, things like toilet roll holders, I sometimes put them in. I was like, well, you know what, if the tenants really want to put them in, they will, you know. It's just a little thing. It's not like a big thing like tiling the whole wall is. So They can get over it. Now, I think a mirror in here would be good because it's a really tiny space and it's very dark. So I will put a mirror in. Oh, I could have sworn that mirror was under this one. Yes, it is. I went straight past it. So white, bench, not mirror, oak, no, beach. Yeah, I'm going to go with a beach frame, I think, this time. Put it up like that. Would make it look bigger, or I could put it up like that so it's above the sink. We'll go with above the sink, I think. And we'll sell the rest of the tiles, and that's the bathroom all done except for the washing machine. Let's get the washing machine in, because I think that they would enjoy that, having a nice washing room for their kids' dirty nappies and things. Assuming they're using terry towel nappies. Installation, is it? No, it's not installation. Appliance. Yes, mountable washer. You can buy a washer and mount it here. Except you can't. Oh, right, I need to unscrew it. Okay. Sheilab is silly. Sheilab is trying to put in a washer when it wouldn't go there. There we are, that's better. Let's assemble you. So take the back off the washer. Just take a little while to do the washers. They're a little bit more complicated. Once we put the washer in and just had a quick double check of things, I will be selling the house. So I kind of just want to get the house sold by the end of the episode. I don't want to do a third episode on this. So I'm sorry if this one is a little bit long. It's a little bit long. It's going to be about an hour, I think, this one. I've enjoyed doing this house though. Okay, get that hose in. Screw the washer thingy up. I think that's it. Oh no, one more hose to go. And we're done. Okay, so we've got a nice little bathroom with a slightly wonky mirror. I've just realised. So I could stay wonky. Going into bedroom. They might have to shift the bed a bit over. A little nursery room for their child. And we come up the stairs, out of the basement. And we go into the main room. We've got this lovely kitchen with a cooker and a sink in it. We don't have an oven, but never mind. We've got some blinds on the walls. We've got a nice living room in here with the blue walls, which is kind of nice for the kids. And it's got like a nice bookshelf and another bookshelf over there and a TV and a TV stand. And here we go outside. And in here we have another nice bathroom. So I think overall we've done quite well. I'm going to have a very quick look at everything that these guys want. So two bedrooms, yes. A kitchen to cook in, yes. A living room, yes. A family with 2 bathrooms. A place to spend time with the whole family. You've got a nice big sofa and everything like that. Children to grow up smart. We need a place to put all the books. We've got 2 bookshelves. Comfortable bed for more children, and the house being completely clean. I think we're good. I think we're going to go and flip this house now and see how much money we can make. I'm sure there'll be bits I've forgotten. There is no... They can bring their own wardrobe, by the way. They can bring their own wardrobe from that old house, okay? They haven't asked for a wardrobe. So let's start the auction. So... 134,000. Very nice starting bid. 137. Nice. 138. Too many rooms, that's fair enough. Want a bedroom but only one. 139,000. 140,000. Not enough room for documents. 145. This is a good auction so far. 145 again. Every house needs a living room, don't you think? It has a living room, okay? So we made, including the painting that we sold, so we made 60,000 profit on selling furniture, and we made 60,000 profit on the actual house as well. Now I'm going to negotiate them up a little bit. Let's try and add like 9,000. Yes! 130,000 profit on one house. Go Sheelab, go Sheelab. So I'm going to end up with... how much did I spend on furniture? 3,000 on furniture. And 800. So I spent 4,000, nearly 5,000 on the whole thing, and then I made like 130,000 profit. Happy with that. I'm going to accept that offer. So how much money do we have now? Once it loads. It's being a bit slow today, isn't it? So once it loads, we'll be able to see how much money we have. I definitely think that we'll be able to buy some of the really, really big houses soon and make them into... I do really want to make that family a nice house with a room for all the kids and a room for the 274,000 in the bank now. So yeah, we're going to try and possibly make a family home next time. I don't know whether I'll be able to buy the biggest house, but I reckon I can buy one of the nearly biggest houses. So we're going to try that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more House Flipper, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.